Very good, very nice. Funny. Oh, but you can peacefully burn a lane. Yes.
Today we are back with another video with Mr. Jody. Shot the helle intro, mate.
Very good, very nice.
Maar shot the helle intro, but today is the return of the blow bull. The blow bull. Jody did a nice engine, refresh bolt, high comp piston, stage 2, stage 3, verniers.
Shoot.
Yo, stage 3 verniers, buddy. Today we will be fitting in Jody's refreshed B20 VTEC engine. So recently we got the engine back from the mechanic, and well, just to give you guys a little bit of background, we didn't really show the whole rebuild process. And well, the mechanic just wanted some privacy regarding that department and didn't want really to be disturbed. So we gave him the privacy, and well, he did it on his own time. So we have the engine back, and Jody did nothing special with the build. So the only thing Jody actually changed, well, he changed was the piston. Everything else he refreshed. So new bearings, new rings, Jody, new oil pump, new seals. There were things that Jody already previously bought, like example like a new clutch, and what other stuff, like a new belt, intentional stuff like that he already bought. Water pump, already had it the previous time. So this time he literally just did a refresh internally. And well, Jody, you want to give them a rundown? Well, maybe start with what cam you actually bought for the bolt.
Cam.
Oh, your cam, sorry buddy, I didn't mean cam, I mean piston. Sorry, piston.
It's 85.84.5.
Yo, 85 buddy.
84.5.
Oh, dat heb je maar niks gezien, you know?
So, and it's a standard refresh.
Yo, je zit end op mijn camera, ja, was je nou die.
So we just went with a refresh, but I tried to do it the proper way. So when I say that, that means that I did YSK oil pump, I did new bearings, ARP rod bolts, ARP head bolts. The car already had the ARP head bolts, so I just added the rod bolts. OEM, new Honda head gasket, new pistons, everything is new block wise. The block went in for owning. And yeah, it sounds very simple, but it's not a penny.
It was actually a penny.
Right way.
Me and Jody was sitting here the other night and we went through the whole price list.
The list of things, and so yeah.
So Jody, like if you had to recommend someone to rebuild the engine, like how deep you think they should go? Like pocket wise, like budget wise, like what's the budget you think they should have to refresh the engine?
You could do it in a cheap way, man. But like I said, we went with the OEM gasket. I think the Rans would do the job, but for peace of mind, I went with the best stuff. So.
But for interest sake, you mentioned that the Honda gasket was like 200 more expensive than the Victor Rans, or
no, I was
400.
wrong. I was wrong. The Victor Rans was quoted, I think 700, and then the OEM one was quoted 900.
So it's 300.
But when I came there, it was like 1-2.
Oh, so they gave you the wrong pricing kind.
Yeah, I think so. But everything is fresh now.
And also a big shout out to Jody. This one actually had this whole well, before the mechanic assembled everything, he had a lot of time with the whole engine. So he literally like cleaned up the whole engine. You can literally see like the gearbox is clean. The block is clean. Funny fact, when you took the block away for, I think, what you call it?
Verhoning, and
verhoning, yeah.
Making sure the block is good.
They did what coating you do it?
They sprayed it.
They sprayed it actually, yeah.
Silver. It looked nice. It looked very nice, but I removed it again.
You said it looked too fresh compared to the gearbox.
Yeah, but not just that. You have to maintain spray, man.
That's the other thing.
It's gonna look sprayed. So I rather removed it and I just went over with a wire brush.
No, but it's looking good, bro. Yeah, it's looking good.
It's alright.
So Jody's car is getting back on the road hopefully real soon. We're just working now for opening again. Once the engine is in, we're gonna finalize everything. The mechanic will be starting up the engine. We unfortunately don't have that privilege. But there will be a few clips most probably taken in the process of the startup process and stuff like that. So unfortunately you guys won't see a startup with us, but yeah, once this car's on the road, Jody's gonna go for the 1000 k's drive in or brake. The 1000 k's brake.
I'm gonna break it in the dyno.
Oh wow, I'm just gonna break the 1000 k's in the dyno. That's amazing, buddy.
No, the first 100 is gonna be in the dyno.
That's not
Just kidding.
Woohoo! Yeah, Jody literally just said off camera, it's just a refresh part. Jody is gonna do something spicy eventually, but the key for Jody at the current time was literally just to get the car up and running. Jody spent so much money on this car recently, and well, a funny fact as well. I'm here with a lot of funny facts today, but the branch I had on my car, which Steven currently has in his car, which is the T-Spec branch, the day Jody changed that branch to the Noise Boys branch, I think it was probably just that the car was breathing better, and I think one ring collapsed, no?
I'm not sure.
We're not entirely sure, but since that day the car was just smoking. On that exact same day, he went for the branch. So, ik weet of hij love hard geskopt het of wat, but
Too much power.
too much power, too much power. And well, if you guys are following for the past I think 2 years now, you guys would know that Jody's B20 actually produced 119 kilowatt. So that's our starting figure. What was your torque?
180?
Was it was in the 180s, no? 180, yeah. So we're starting with 119 kilowatt. Or kilowatts, yeah, and we're starting with 180, I think 186, 185 Newton meters torque. If you guys can still remember, guys, maybe just comment down below, because we clearly can't remember until we actually look at the sheet.
We have the sheet somewhere.
Yeah, we have the sheet somewhere, but yeah. So that's the starting figures. I'm not entirely sure if Jody will be doing a cam or whatever. Like I said, the goal is literally just to get the car on the road. But today we're gonna focus on getting the engine in the car. That's the main focus. Like, it's already like 9 o'clock tonight, and finally we will have the engine crane do his first ever engine transplant here at Late Customs. That thing must probably have more engine transplants than any of these cars on the yard. I think it's a hard gewerkt al back in the day.
OG man.
OG bro.
Good one. Very good, very nice.
Sheesh. Jody's actually just busy fitting this wood housing in the on the rear of the block, because we were hoping that we had a better housing here. Not that Jody's housing is faulty or anything like that. We just wanted like one where we couldn't use sealant, but I'm guessing you have to use sealant either way. So hopefully it won't leak or anything like that. If it does leak, we're gonna have a tough time replacing it on the rear end of the block. But everything seems to be looking good this far. Fingers crossed we don't really scratch any paint in the engine bay. But drop a like, guys, if you guys are extremely happy that Jody is coming back. And well, I'm gonna hit you guys again with one more thing. Another funny fact. Jody was considering doing a high comp build, and then like the list just keep on growing, bruh. Like, yo,
Too hectic.
Yo Jody, just tell them quickly like how much you most probably would have spent for high comp builds. Like, you think, like how much do you think?
I think with tuning, and if you had to pay someone labor, you're not gonna do it yourself, like me. Yo, I think you will end up, if you do it the proper way.
With cams now, this is not with cams.
With cams, you're looking at 35.
Sure, and this is like a nice, like, it's like the start.
Yeah, that's
like a start high comp.
Rafa, yeah, loop.
Oh, yo, wow, dat was mijn the loop. Oh, hey, do you have plans tonight, buddy? This man has plans tonight with the loop. Luna? Let's hope. Pat is not.
Wat is net?
Pat is not. Pat is not without my loop. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit too hectic, man. So I went for the just to refresh. Yeah, I missed this car. The last, but almost 2 years I've been spending money on this car, but I never drove it.
Jody, you know, no. I should actually do this. I must get nagedacht. You never told him I was standing behind you.
Huh? Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't know that car.
Yeah, look here, nothing too special, but this is Jody's acorn. We're gonna do a nice video on the car soon. which is really, like literally we didn't have the time yet to do so. Jody's either always working or we both are working or there's just never time. And well, we'll get there. Drop a like and drop a comment if you want to see a review on Jody's K24 type is a code.
Very good, very nice.
Jody's Mr. Baloney Bus. I told you guys, you guys don't believe me. He did a high comp build on this engine and you guys just don't know about it. You guys will see on the dyno.
What a buyer.
So 180, 185 kilowatt.
Yes, perfect. Oh, but the size is like 10, no?
Yeah, that's a 10, yeah, that's a 10. I hope you guys will enjoy this video because it's gonna be like a very nice longish vlog.
That's not seen that in the past.
Yeah, they've actually seen this in the past. Look now, but we didn't show them the first engine transport because the mechanic actually did it. So now we're gonna be showing them.
But they saw we removed it.
Yeah, they saw how we removed it. And by the way, how we removed it, well, computer, how we're gonna fit it, we actually upgraded in this past. How many months was it now?
3 months.
3 months. So we do have a check now. Finally do. We finally do. And well, just something to show you guys. Fred's exhaust is just messed up once again. And Fred actually went and purchased this exhaust too. So 57 mil, I think it's like a speed box in the middle, cowley box in the rear, massive piece in the tail. Sheesh. I think Fred will definitely change that, but hopefully guys will see a exhaust installation today as well. Because I think Fred is coming down now to do an exhaust installation as well. I think so, I'm not entirely sure. I think so. But Jody's is hard by elkaar here. But we're just gonna prep everything real quick and then once we got everything finalized, we'll give you guys another update. Everything is not finalized. The strategy we're gonna go with is fitting the engine in just like this. We're gonna first fit the driver side, the passenger side mounting, the top ones, and then we're gonna get the rear mounting in, and then we're gonna get the loom in and the alternator. The last thing we'll be doing on this side of the engine will be the intake, and then we'll move on to the front of the engine. So we're gonna move everything like that. Currently we first need to check if we're gonna have enough clearance with the engine jack underneath the car, otherwise we'll have to get the car on some Jack Daniels. I almost said some Jack Daniels. We must get this car on some Jack Daniels. Just kidding. Jack stands. I'm not sure why my head just went to Jack Daniels. But I'm gonna get you guys to understand, and we're just gonna figure out what we're gonna do, and then we start with the engine transplant. Super excited to get this car back on the road. Unfortunately, we'll just have to wait for the mechanic to give it a start up. That's a bummer. So let's take a super loud route. So game strategy now. We're gonna check the car up in front, and then by the checking points on the passenger side and the driver side, we're gonna fit the normal 2-ton jack stands we have, and then from the well, we should have enough clearance because the engine crane is currently hitting the lower control arms, and well, we just need enough clearance to get like everything sorted. So jacking up the car quick, and then we get the jack stands in. Once that is done, get the engine on the engine crane, and then we'll be sorted. Rafa! Yes!
Anyway, Luna pati sa dito sa kasiyek ini dah. Luna kita kan kapit kosas. Ay yung ay. I would know so bigyan na. Sudah pa. Stalin ka
Jody, waarom is je bezig hier zo?
Ik is nou daar.
Jij steelt mijn lucht hier zo.
Nee, man.
This is for thank you.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
By the way, his new nickname is Frector.
Yo, Frector.
Because he's calls like a tractor and his name is Fritz, dus Frector.
Not anymore. Check the.
Nou, I already gave the whole introduction about the exhaust.
Oh, okay.
Hele groot exhaust. Ja, dat ben een groot pijp joh. But yeah, we got the engine in. All the mountings are tightened, so this engine, well, is tightened to stay in now.
For good.
For good. So we got everything tightened up. I got the slave cylinder connected. I got the power steering pump connected. I got the aircon pump connected. What else did we connect? A few well, water lines. The two water lines coming from the blower on the interior. The pipes coming out right there. Got the one connected right there. Other one connected right here. We're going to continue with everything tomorrow. That will be the next video. and we'll hopefully get everything done in the next video. So it will be like the intake. We're gonna do some extra goodies to spice up the bay. Some dress up kits for a few components in the engine bay. Get the belts on, alternator, dizzy on, few other stuff, so we can get this engine bay buckled or buckled up. Buckle. Yeah, take the wheel off, Frank. And try to first crank it loose with the power bar, because the people are complaining about the impact gun, because it is quite late. So what we will be doing tonight, we will be
trying to continue.
Installing an exhaust. So Fred paid a very good amount for the exhaust, because his car sounds like a tractor.
Thank you, Rice Bread, for hooking me up for all your needs and stuff, accessory stuff.
Your needs.
Your needs, bro. Niet raar, het gewoon even niets. Stik hem maar uit wanneer. Maar uitgestikt voor die needs.
What do you need, bro?
What do you need, bro? I'm here, bro. I'm here. So we're gonna be fitting the exhaust tonight. Hopefully we can give you guys a picture of a sound, but Fred zal maar bij rustig maar uitrijden, want die ding gaan blaas. Because we'll need to get the knuckle wallet tomorrow morning, and that's why Fred has this extra box right here, just to use the small piece right there, so we can at least keep the current box, the current exhaust setup in his car. Huh?
Give me the license when you carry.
Kom mee. Ja, you leave the car tonight.
I was driving a type tonight, Moes.
Oh, you're driving with Jody. Oh, you're driving with the blauwe baas tonight. Oh, sorry, K24. Oh yeah, buddy. Zo, maar die petrol is duur.
Een beetje netjes maken.
Petrol is duur. Ja, joh. So, ja, Fred, kom, timelapse me nou. We got the exhaust on the car. Took us some time, of course, and we're gonna give you guys a start up. But in the next video, you guys will definitely get a sound of Fred's first startup with his new speedboxing Cowley exhaust.
Yeah, making scratches, bro.
The tailpiece is a bit big, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think Fred should keep the tailpiece? Or should he change the tail?
Oh yeah, dat moet je zeggen. Ja, keep it done.
It looks actually almost quite lekker though, but
I like it a bit.
it's a bit big, but it looked much bigger like off the car actually.
How big is too big?
How big is too big? That's still perfectly fine. So comment down below what you guys think. Definitely stay tuned for the next video, because in the next video we'll make some progress on Jody's car and we'll get a lekker sound of Fred's car. You might even start off the video with it, because Jody has a few other stuff he needs it into. You need to go sort out your plate and stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Another surprise coming up.
That's a surprise.
It's a nice surprise, guys. It's a nice surprise. But well, that will be it for the next video. We're gonna start packing up. We've been making some lekker noise here for all the people. So we're gonna wrap it up here. If you guys enjoying the content, don't forget to smash the like button. Do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you guys enjoying the content. Well, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out. Perfect.
Kijk, je moet turbo.
Kijk, jullie moet oorboog.